Hello again, welcome back to my channel, Jersey Shore Pondscapes Videos. My name is Chris, and we are doing another video today about koi ponds and water gardens and waterfalls and pond filtration and all that kind of stuff, okay? I've got a ton of stuff here for you on this channel. Please check out the videos. I've been in business for over 25 years building koi ponds and waterfalls and every other thing like that. I have a ton of information and a lot of tips and tricks and stuff that I want to share with you guys and help you become more successful in your own pond keeping endeavors. So, please check out the videos, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. You can follow me on Instagram, on Jersey Shore Pondscapes, as well as Facebook. And I also have a website, www.pondscapesandmore.com, in which I have a ton of videos, a whole bunch of pictures. I do product reviews. I have all kinds of information on different products. You can purchase products on my website, as well as if you're interested in wild birds, attracting and feeding wild birds, I have information on that as well. So yeah, please check it out. I definitely appreciate the support. And today's video, we're going to be talking about specific type of koi, butterfly koi and ghost koi. All right. I wanted to talk to you about these two types of koi because I know that there are a million videos out there on the internet about the different types of koi, and they'll tell you about kohakus and asagis and kumanrus and shisuis and otsuris and all that stuff, okay, which is awesome. They're really great. But there's not too much out there that's telling you about what are butterfly koi and what are ghost koi. So that's what I'm doing, all right? We're not going to get too in depth. We're going to kind of keep it plain and simple. I just want to educate you guys as to what these fish are. So if you go to a pond place or an aquarium store or wherever, a garden center, and wherever they sell fish, and you see butterfly koi or you see the term ghost koi being used, you'll know what that is, all right? So basically, we can start with butterfly koi, all right? So butterfly koi are basically a long-finned koi, all right? Plain and simple. They were bred years ago, a standard koi with like a long-finned goldfish, okay? And they developed this variety of koi to grow these long fins, long pectoral fins, long tail fins, and a little more ornate, okay? Now, to the koi enthusiast, okay, the big koi hobbyists, the koi breeders, most of them don't like butterfly koi because it's not a traditional Japanese koi, okay? It was something that was invented and bred out later. All right, so I definitely get that, okay? I definitely see that point of view. However, for the majority of people, for the common everyday pond keeper that wants to put some nice fish in their pond, butterfly koi are really quite pretty, all right? I've always had a little affinity to the butterfly koi simply because many, many years ago I had my own pond. And I had two large butterfly koi in the pond. I had a big yellow one, and I had a big white one. And like platinum white, beautiful white fish. And I remember going out to that pond like at night with I didn't have any pond lights and stuff, but with like a nice full moon, a bright moonlit night, going out to the pond and seeing these fish, especially the big white one, swimming around the pond at night in the moonlight. It was awesome. It was like these two angels swimming around in the pond. They looked like angels, and I always remembered that. So I always thought that the butterfly koi can be pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, there's different opinions about them, but in general, it's a pretty fish. They come in many different varieties, like colors and stuff now. So I mean, there's a million different types of butterfly koi, and they are koi, so they don't require any different feeding food, you know, or water quality or conditions or anything. They're koi. They just put them in your pond, and they'll exist with all the rest of your koi just fine. All right. So yeah, so that's basically what a butterfly koi is. You know, these long finned versions that are growing in popularity. Even though, like I said, most of the real koi purists are not going to, you know, keep them in their ponds as much. All right, but for most people, they are pretty nice to have. The next type of koi I wanted to talk about were ghost koi. All right, now for me, I remember 30 years ago. I used to work at a garden center. I used to run the water garden department, and I remember getting fish in, and they're ghost koi, and I'd look at the label on ghost koi. I don't know what's a ghost koi. So basically, back then, what it was a darker colored fish, usually like a dark gray, and the dark gray had almost like a white highlight outline around the head, the skull, maybe down the side a little bit, and down the back, down his pectoral fin. Where they were brown ones, like just brown fish that had a yellow highlights on them. They were often, I remember clients used to come in and call them skeleton fish, because just the markings on the head, you know, with the dark color of the body, and then, you know, the dark gray or the dark brown of the body with these, you know, silvery or yellowy highlights around the features, kind of made them look like a skeleton, right? So they call them skeleton fish or skeleton koi, but they were called ghost koi. To me, I just always thought that they were kind of not so much ugly, but I mean, you know, I look at a beautiful like Shiro Watsuri or a beautiful Kohaku or something, and then you look at these dark brown, dark gray fish, and it's like, okay. To me, they were always kind of like almost, I want to call it like the rejects of the litter. You know, like, it's like, is this just a way that these koi farms and you know, the koi market are, you know, marketing these fish that they cull out so that they can make some money on the garbage, basically? That was always kind of my thought about it. I've since learned that no, these fish were actually bred like that on purpose. They basically breed a normal koi with a common carp, and they get these duller colors. Since, you know, 30 years ago, now koi, ghost koi actually come in a more of a wider range of colors, lighter colors, more silvery, more white. There's a range of what they call ghost koi now. Some of them are cool. I don't want to say they're ugly. I don't want to say they're disgusting. You should never buy them. I'd say they do have their own unique characteristics. They do have their own unique look. Just to me, you know, I would just rather spend my money on a beautiful Sankei or a beautiful Showa, right, than a ghost koi. It just, to me, kind of looks out of place in a pond with all like nice, you know, Kohakus and Bekkos and Shisuis and Asagis, and then this ghost koi swimming around is basically going to look like the runt of the litter, to me. All right, but again, there's a wide range of colors and varieties now of these things available, and some of them are pretty cool looking, I'll admit, okay? I mean, you know, I wouldn't say don't ever buy them, they're all ugly. No, they're not. They're just a little different, and they have evolved a lot in the 30 years, all right, that I've been doing this. So it's definitely, you know, something you might want to look at and say, hey, that's something different. I might like to have that in my pond. Absolutely, you know. I have clients that, you know, I mean, no matter what the fish looks like, whether it's, you know, the $1,000 kahaku or it's just a crappy basic average koi, they love it just as much, okay? Right? It's, to them, it's a pretty fish. So absolutely, all right. But that's basically, I wanted to give you an idea of what butterfly koi are and what ghost koi are. So not the traditional type of koi, okay, but certainly, you know, something that you might see and find and be interested in. So yeah, all right. So thanks for watching. Again, you know, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, check out my other videos here. I've got a ton of videos here. I've got a bunch of videos on all different types of pond fish. I have videos on how to feed your fish. I have videos on how to take care of your fish. All right, so check all that stuff out, and I hope you know, find it helpful. And thanks for watching today, and we'll see you back again, hopefully, in another video. So take care, have a great day. Bye.